Massaging the abdomen is an entire system of medicine in Asia. Finding areas of discomfort or contraction in the abdomen is a specific kind of Chinese medicine and can be applied to oneself. The easiest way to do this is to first, with one hand over the other, make circles around the perimeter of the lower and middle abdomen, starting going left across the top at the rib cage, and then down the left side, and then right across at the level of the pubic bone, and then up and across the top to the left, going with the flow of the material in the large intestine, and then reversing and going the other way. Now, just this is a very soothing practice, and many believe that it is one of the ways to keep a healthy digestive system and even to reduce the accumulation of fatty material in the abdominal area. Of course, exercise is critical for this as well, and right diet. Then, with bunched fingers, we will press in and bend forward to allow for the hands, for the tips of the fingers to reach in to the abdominal area, starting below the sternum in the center and pressing in, and reach inward with your fingers and move your fingers around. Notice what you're feeling, and then go to the left under the rib cage, not all the way to the full lateral left side, but halfway between the center and the lateral side, and press in under the rib cage. And then come back upright, and each time you come back upright, lengthen your spine, creating more space in the torso. And then go all the way to the very far left. And at this point, instead of bending forward, you're bending kind of sideways, not fully sideways, but somewhat sideways. And then go down to the upper corner of the pelvis on the left. There's a bone, a sharp bone there called the anterior superior iliac spine, ASIS. Right above that sharp area. Press in and bend over and reach in. And then sit back up. Now you may find that breathing out as you bend over is convenient, but not everyone finds this. So use your own observational experience to determine how to do this. Now then, going towards the center, but only halfway to the center, pressing in at the lower level and reaching in and massaging, and then come back upright. Now in the center, over the pubic bone, press in and bend over. And then coming back up straight, and then continuing off to the right, not all the way to the far right, but halfway to the right-hand side, and then pressing in and bending over. Reach in and massage. And then come to the right-hand side over the ASIS. press in. And this is around the area of the appendix and the ileocecal valve, the connection between the large and small intestine. And then coming up under the rib cage on the right-hand side, pressing in, now having an influence on the liver and the upper right-hand corner of the large intestine. The gallbladder is right below there. Then coming not all the way to the center, but halfway towards the center, and reach in under the rib cage to have an influence on the liver again, a very large organ. And then coming back to the center and pressing in below the sternum one more time. Now you've described a circle or an oval, and in the center of that oval is your belly button. So do one for the belly button, pressing in. And then one to each side of the belly button. Pressing in and reaching in and massaging. And again. Now you could do many more points than this, but that's generally the idea for how this works. And it is believed that these tense areas are knots in the chi, or knots in the chi channels that pass through the torso. And those channels are having an influence, of course, on all these organs. Now, this is a very powerful practice because it is actually a special area of Chinese medicine. There are doctors of Chinese medicine who only do abdominal massage. And notice, you can do abdominal massage on yourself, and you can become very good at it. Now, the digestion is the foundation for how the body both extracts nutrients for nourishing the body and for the metabolic process and the rebuilding of tissues. The intestines are also the system for discarding the waste products. So we're working on the system that's both involved in extracting nutrients and expelling waste. So this is a Tai Chi, taking in the good stuff and dispelling that which is not needed. So doing this abdominal massage practice on a regular basis can be quite profound.